feeling really good to be back with you. I have had about a month off of my YouTube videos due to moving again and putting everything in storage again for the second time in 3 years. Leaving the big island, and I'm now on tour and traveling on the mainland. Right now, I am coming at you from New Mexico. Beautiful adobe behind me. These are Incan shirts. I'm staying at a very good friend's house in Santa Fe, where I'm so blessed to be able to ground and deepen into myself, into what the heck I'm doing on this planet at this time. And so I'm going to invite you into that today. This opportunity through this voice alchemy, through the reinitiating the relationship to the womb, and your voice and your heart. We're going to begin a series today called Heart Sugar. And what this is about is cultivating a sense of being able to come in and make available to ourselves the sweetness of our own voice, of our own expression. And I call it Heart Sugar because we're going to really explore how we can sing from the heart in all ways. How we can both sing from our heart and then sing back into our heart and create that closed circuit. So much of this work with Voice Power Pleasure is about that creating that sovereign closed circuit, microcosmic orbit where we are learning to cultivate our sexual chi, our primal, powerful womb energy, to bring that upward into our bodies, our organs, into our heart and our voice, and embody this primal, raw, creative, infinite energy through our expression. I often hear, sing it out, sing out, sing out. I bet you have too. In this culture, we're taught to externalize, we're taught to give out, we're taught to assert. And I'm working with a lot of clients right now where this is coming up, and in my workshops too, and when folks are singing and it's this, I can feel this like urgency or forcefulness of singing, putting the voice out into the room. And that's beautiful. And there is a place and a time for performing. And I do it. And before I did that, I spent years as a little tiny wee child singing to myself, singing to the birds, singing to my surroundings, and not really thinking about who I was singing for or what I was singing for. I was truly in flow, in Zen state, in flow state. Just, remember being a child when you would just play and there was no sense of it being for someone or any sense of time or purpose even. It's just, it flowed. It just is. It is what it is. And that's the state I would love for you to experience with your own voice, like the no pressure state, the flow state, the state where it is your ability to access just the yumminess of singing sheerly for the yumminess of enjoying the yum of you. And really coming back home into yourself and into your expression. Sound good? So we're going to start with that womb breath, the pelvic floor breath that I have in my prior series. I think that's tip 1 or tip 2, where we come into pelvic floor. So we're just going to start with a few cycles of that breath, breathing all the way down into your pelvic floor. So you're feeling the muscles of the yoni moving, the muscles of all those bathroom muscles, all the sexual organ muscles, all moving downward on the inhale. And on the exhale, moving up. Now see if you can invite those muscles to soften down a bit on your exhale. So we're going to inhale through a straw-shaped mouth. Exhale. If it helps, you can place your hands in this mudra right below your belly button, with the thumb tips right on your navel. But if you're having a little trouble feeling those muscles of your pelvic floor, be patient. It'll come. Now we're going to do a 3-part breath, also through a straw-shaped mouth. I like to think of it as a little kiss, a pranayama kiss, a breathwork kiss. We're kissing the air in. Then the first part, up from that pelvic floor into the womb. Second part, into the solar plexus, right below the ribs. This is your power center. Third part, into the heart, where we are going to access that heart sugar. Okay, so we'll do it like this. I'll demo first. And then exhaling in 3 parts. Heart, solar plexus, comes in, and womb, relaxing down. Muscles relaxing down. Again. Hand on your heart, focus on the heart. Focus on the warmth, the radiance here. Keep up that breath while I'm going to share with you something I would invite you to focus on. Yeah. As we start to enter into the heart space and open the heart sugar, I invite you to think of one challenging aspect of yourself that you find challenging, a growth edge for you, something that you're willing to look at with tenderness. Maybe this has to do with your voice. Maybe this has to do with your expression or your purpose in this life. Maybe it's something that happened when you were a child. Whatever it is, I'd like you to call that into your heart space right now as you breathe from womb to solar plexus to heart. And see if you can just allow it to be there. Just allow whatever that edge is to be. Breathe into it. We're not trying to fix or change. Beautiful. Now invite the vision of a smile into your heart space, creating even more of a sense of openness, spaciousness, and warmth in through the heart center. Starting to tap the tree of the heart to create that flow of sugar, of nectar. Keep going. Couple more rounds of breath. Good. Now I want you to envision yourself at some age, maybe from the age of 3 to 10, some age within that range, and see little you standing there in front of you, and invite that little you into your heart space, bringing both hands to your heart. Now you can have prayer pose or just one hand over the other. We're going to invite in now the tantric sound of ah. And this time, as you chant, sing this out, sing it in instead of sing it out. Draw your energy, the sweetness of you, back into you. Also inviting in this inner child. some age where there was a challenge, perhaps a trauma around singing or around expression, bring him, her, them into your heart right now. And let's begin with a nice, soft, loving, almost lullaby like ah to you, to the inner you, inner child, recirculating. Big breath through the mouth to start to open the jaw. Again. Inner smile, even smiling through the mouth to open the palate and also to start opening that sugar of your heart. One more, really sing it back into you. Notice my ah is very quiet. I'm almost whispering it to myself, like my own, like the beloved is in me. Okay, whisper it almost sweetly, seductively, lovingly, or motherly, or fatherly. You can tap on the heart a little. Yes. And you can keep practicing this as long as it feels good, as long as you're enjoying it, as long as you're starting to receive that yum and that sense of playfulness and joyousness and delight, opening up through your heart, not bypassing the pain or the suffering, the grief, whatever's in there, let it be there. Let yourself sing around it and into it like your own mother, like your own parent, lullabying yourself. Or maybe like your own lover, comforting and loving yourself through your voice, through the sound of ah. And finally, because this is voice power pleasure, I'm going to remind you to also continue to root your sound and the energy, the fuel and the strength of your sound from your womb. Feel your pelvic floor softening as you chant ah, or as you sing anything out. Just allow yourself to even move your hips and allow that primal creative flow of your sexual energy to draw upward into your heart, into your voice. And it's a feeling. It's not a thought. It starts with a thought. We have the vision, but there tends to be a feeling, a sincerity to the experience that you'll start to receive if you keep this practice going. And if you keep tuning in with me, because I'm going to keep offering this. You have to excuse me, I have allergies here in New Mexico, so pardon me. Breathing through my mouth is great right now. I'm going to be offering an online course starting in May, the end of May 2022. Might be June, we'll just see, but it's going to be coming sometime around May into June. It's going to be an 8-week journey of voice to yoni and womb spiral healing. And you can find out more about that as I start to share about it. It'll be on my website. All of my links are below. So you can find me at www.leleheartloom.com. Voice Power Pleasure is on there as well. And my music, La Falcon, you can find as well on my website and on Spotify and SoundCloud, Pandora, And I am on Facebook and Instagram, so please do follow me. Again, links are below. And I am offering weekly live streams. I just love sharing this gorgeous transmission, this beautiful pleasure path with you all. So keep tuning in. And please sing it in. Tune in, sing in, enjoy your own beautiful self so that you can really share it with others in a most authentic, integrative, and loving way. Sending you so much love, so much pleasure, and so much health and compassion. Aloha and blessing.